morning. Something a little bit different today. I'm not quite in the lakes, but I'm not far off. Today I'm going to be walking some of the Cumbria Way. So I've got the train up to Ulverston, and I'm going to hopefully spend the next 2 to 3 days just walking along it and staying where I can. So yeah, just left the train station. I'm heading to the start point, and then I'll be on my way. It's a little bit windy, the weather isn't great. I think it's going to rain in a couple of hours, which I'm really not looking forward to. But such is life. I've got my waterproofs. Yeah, just got to get it done. Right, I'm just coming up to the start in Ulverston, and then we'll be off. It's just after 8 o'clock in the morning. It's still quite windy. It was a very blustery night. Hopefully the wind dies down very soon. There we go, the Cumbria Way marker. Let's go. So the Cumbria Way is a 73-mile long distance path which starts in Ulverston and ends in Carlisle. Typically it can take between 5 and 7 days to complete it if you're walking it. I am going to be doing it in stages, so maybe 2 to 3 days, see how far I get. I've got a hostel booked for tonight in Coniston, so that's where I'm heading. It's about 16 miles away. Yeah. So a long day of walking ahead. So the Cumbria Way has been on my challenge list. It's on my 40 at 40 challenge list. So 40 things I wanted to do once I turned 40. I didn't think I'd be doing it yet. Although I've been planning it for a while, I wanted to get all the Wainwrights out of the way. I tend to have a habit of starting new challenges before I've finished the first one. So I'm trying to get myself to finish one before I start something else. Especially because I know I'm not going to get to the end of the Cumbria Way on this trip. I'm only going to get potentially halfway. So yeah, I know that I've got to come back and finish it off. I am hoping to be able to come back and complete it in one hit. I think this time is just a bit of a recce to see what kit I need. I've got my big backpack. Is that sufficient? Can I do it with my small one? I'd really like to run it, but I don't know if I could do that with carry all my kit. Blink and you miss it. I mean, that big sign there should have given it away, really. Not to worry. I said it's about 16 miles. It'll be 20 before I'm done, I can guarantee you that. So yeah, if you're thinking of doing the Cumbria Way, don't follow my route. So I'm actually feeling quite anxious. I feel like I've not got a plan, even though I have got a plan. I know where I'm going. I've got my route plotted. I've got my accommodation. I think it's just the security blanket of knowing when I normally come up in the car, I do my walk and then I get back to the car. I've got the option of bailing and going home, whereas here I feel like I don't. I have to get to the next point. I have to get to Coniston today. And I don't know, it feels a bit overwhelming. Even though the distance doesn't really bother me at all. Yeah, I don't know. Strange feeling, but as I always say, get out your comfort zone. That's the only way you'll grow. It's a good test for when I want to do it straight through, and when I want to do other long distance paths like the coast to coast. So yeah, I've got to take the plunge sometime. Just coming up to a farm, a lovely smell. Feels quite strange walking through a farm. I feel like I shouldn't be here, but there are big signs saying footpath. So up to now there's been quite a lot of fields, which is quite hard to navigate because people don't stick to one footpath, so you've got about 3 or 4 different footpaths. And you think, which one do I need to go on? But yeah, I fought my way through. It's actually tiring, this. I thought it would be easy in comparison to climbing the peaks, but it's still quite a bit of climbing already. First glimpse of the fells. Lovely. Be amongst them later on today, hopefully. Lots of little lambs in this field. It's quite a challenge to find some of these path markers. I think this section of the footpath could do with a bit of maintenance because a lot of them have blown over. So yeah, just take note, look on the floor for them. just over 6 miles in, 11 miles to go to get to Coniston. It's getting a bit dull now. I feel like it's going to start to rain. Does actually feel like it's drizzling a little. May need to don the waterproofs very soon. I have a feeling that there's some spectacular peaks behind that cloud. Just coming up to halfway, about 8.5 miles in. Getting quite hungry now. It's about 11:30. I'm on the lookout for a nice sheltered spot to have some lunch. So I've just had a brief break and had something to eat. Feel so much better for it. Started off again and then it started raining. So I stopped, put my waterproof pants on and it stopped raining. But I'm just gonna leave the pants on for now. It is giving me a bit extra warmth in that wind, so it's not all bad. Starting to come into the mountainous areas now. Much better than the muddy farmers' fields. Weather's a little wild now. Might get my waterproof jacket on shortly. Don't want this one to get too wet. Nice little surprise coming over that hill, Beacon Tarn. That's down here. Still very wet and miserable. So this footpath I've come on from Beacon Tarn, it looks familiar. I'm sure I've ran along this section when I did Coniston Marathon a couple of years ago. It just feels like I've been here before. I'm sure it is. I'm struggling a bit now. I'm just over 10 miles in. And I've barely seen anyone. I must have seen about 6 people, and I don't know, I think it's just a comfort thing knowing that if I needed somebody, there's people around. But yeah, struggling because I think if that's what it's going to be like for the next couple of days, how am I going to manage? Am I going to be able to do it? Tomorrow's a shorter day, it's only 10 miles. So yeah, we'll see. Hopefully another hour and a half, 2 hours, and I'll be back to civilization. Two miles to Torva. That makes me feel a little bit better because that means I'm heading back to some form of civilization. And there is a family just ahead of me, I think, a couple with 2 kids. So yeah, not too far away from people now. Oh, and there's Coniston water. That means I'm not far away. Still 4 miles away from where I'm going. But the end is in sight. You know that sign back there that said Lakeshore footpath to Coniston? And you think, oh, that sounds nice, a nice little gentle footpath alongside the lake. Yeah, aye, and it is. It's very undulating to say the least, very rocky, and there's a lot of tree roots. And this was the route for Coniston Marathon as well. So yeah, glad I'm not running it today. been a lot of footpaths blocked by fallen trees as well today. Oh. Plenty of trees blown down here. Heading into Coniston now. Still raining. It's been pretty much like this on and off all day since about lunchtime. Yeah. I'll be glad to get to the hostel, take my boots off and just have a lie down and probably have a brew. Just coming through the centre of Coniston. Got less than, well, no, got about half a mile to go to get to the hostel. Oh, I'm here. Right, that's me done. 17 miles, stage 1 of the Cumbria Way, Ulverston to Coniston. Alright, let's go and get dry. See you soon.